Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Global Freedom Conversations Live. And happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday, and happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday, and happy Easter Monday for those who are on Monday. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the following topic.
Our topic for today says trusting the process when result feels slow.
Yeah, so that's our topic for today. So welcome, everyone. But before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hi, everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor. Patsy?
That's
I think there is a delay on the internet on Patsy's side.
Yes? Yeah, terrible.
Is
Must be
your
that, huh?
introduction, Patsy?
Huh? I'm not
You have
muted.
you have to introduce yourself.
Oh, my name is Patsy, and I am um, mother of four and grandmother to nine. I am from Brunei, Darussalam, and coming in 1989 to Edmonton, Alberta. And my husband and I are digital business owners and mentor.
Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching us from. My name is Justina. I'm originally from Nigeria. I base in UK with my family member. I work as a healthcare worker, and I am online digital business owner and a mentor. Thank you for coming this evening. Take your paper and your biro. I know you are going to gain something from us tonight. Happy listening.
Hello, everyone. My name is Anna. I'm originally from Senegal and I live here in US, state of North Carolina. I'm a wife, a mom, and a proud digital business owner and a mentor. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Maimuna Bari. I'm originally from Sierra Leone, West Africa, living in the USA, Indianapolis. I'm a wife, a mom, a healthcare worker, and a proud digital business owner.
Thank you, everyone. So we also want to remind that we have free live webinars twice a week. On North America, we have it Tuesdays and Thursdays. In the UK, we have it Wednesdays and Fridays. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business, all you have to do is just register in your with your name and email address on the websites that appear on the screen, and we'll send you that invitation to watch our free webinar. So when you register, you will receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar, so you can pick either day or both. Second link is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to our live webinar, you can always catch the replay through that link and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, so what is it that you're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also, you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So, if you want to catch the replay from last week. Here were the hosts and panelists from last week.
The host is Shirley, and she's a healthcare worker. And we have Mary, and nurse practitioner, Sylvia, nurse, and Grace, teacher.
This is Justina.
Oh, sorry. We have Tarisi, the teacher, Shaila, accountant CEO, and we have Patricia, again, business entrepreneur, Shaita, business entrepreneur. Thank you.
Thank you, Patsy. Thank you, Justina. So if you're catching the replay from last week, our replays has subtitles in several languages, And our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen. All right, so let's dive into our topic for today.
Our topic for Global Freedom Conversation episode 13 says, trusting the process when results feel slow. That's what we are going to be talking about this evening.
Yes, so that's our topic for today. So welcome back to another episode of the Global Freedom Conversations Live, and happy and blessed Monday to everyone, and happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are already on Tuesday. So have you ever done everything right, put in the effort, stay consistent, and it still felt like nothing was happening? Well, I think many of us have been on that situation. You know, slow results can feel discouraging. But what if slow doesn't mean failing? What if slow means building something that lasts? Well, tonight we're talking about trusting the process, especially when progress isn't immediately visible. So, for that, we're going to be talking about the following points.
All right, today we're going to talk about growth is often visible before it's visible. Compounding takes time to show up. Patience is a performance skill. Slow progress builds strong identity. Quitting too early is the real risk. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, so those are the points we're going to be talking today. So, let's dive into the first point. So, growth is often invisible before it's visible. Okay, so one of the hardest seasons in my journey wasn't when I failed. It was when I was working and nothing seemed to be happening. I was learning, I was showing up, I was building, I was stretching outside my comfort zone, but externally, no big milestones, no dramatic breakthroughs, or no obvious validation. And that's where many people quit. Not because it's not working, but because they can't see it working. According to some research in skill development calls this the plateau effect, a period where effort continues but visible progress lags behind. So internally, neural pathways are forming and skills are consolidating. Confidence is stabilizing, but externally it looks flat. So that season can feel very discouraging. I remember thinking, am I doing this right? Why isn't this moving faster? But when I look back now, I realize something powerful. That slow season was building my foundation. So, what we call it the roots, right? So, I was learning how to communicate, I was developing emotional resilience, I was strengthening discipline, I was refining my thinking, I was learning to manage my time differently, and I was growing into leadership quietly. So, roots were growing underground, and roots are invisible, just like the plant. When you plant the seed, right? You don't see the seed, and you don't see when the seed is starting to build those roots. So that's the same thing. In our community, I see this pattern again and again. Someone feels discouraged because results are immediate. But when we zoom out, when we can see, that their mindset is stronger, their clarity is sharper, and their confidence is deeper, and their skill set is expanding. So that is growth. Trees don't grow upward without growing downward first. And downward growth is the strengthening of the roots. So it's rare, and that is rarely celebrated. When we see the roots, because we don't see it. We only see when it goes out, and that's what we usually celebrate. But we need to take in consideration that before we can see that little plant on the top, it was building on the bottom. So slow seasons are not empty seasons, they are strengthening seasons. They teach patience, they develop endurance, and they build self trust. So, if growth were always dramatic and visible, it wouldn't require faith. But life doesn't work that way. Sometimes the most important transformation is happening internally, long before anyone else sees it. And sometimes you won't see it either until suddenly you do. So here is the message for you for this point. If you feel like nothing is happening, look deeper. Are you thinking differently? Are you reacting differently? Are you showing up more consistently? Are you less afraid than you were 6 months ago? Then something is happening. Just because you can't see the fruit yet doesn't mean the roots aren't growing. So stay long enough to see what's forming beneath the surface because visible growth always begins invisible first. So that's what I wanted to share for that point. So now let's move on to the next point.
Thank you, Sandy. Compounding takes time to show up. Compounding doesn't feel exciting in the beginning. In fact, it can feel frustrating because you are showing up, you are putting in effort, and yet it looks like nothing is changing. No big results, no instant breakthrough, just small repeated actions that seems almost too simple to matter. But that's exactly how compounding works. In the early stage, progress is visible, not because it is not happening, but because it is happening beneath the surface. You are building habits, you are strengthening discipline, you are developing skills, you are becoming the person you who can sustain success. And that part takes time. Think of it like planting a seed, like this Sandy said. For a while, you see nothing above the ground, but underneath, roots are forming, expanding, and getting stronger. That's the phase most people don't respect. And because they don't see result fast enough, they stop. But the truth is, consistency is never worth it. Every small action compounds. Every time you show up, you are seeking progress, even when it doesn't look like it. And then the shift happens. Momentum start to build. Opportunities begin to open. Your results start to reflect your effort. What once felt slow begins to accelerate. So, and suddenly it looked like overnight success to everyone else. But you know the truth. It was built in the quiet days, the discipline moment, the time you kept quiet and going when it doesn't feel rewarding. So it feels like slow right now. You are not building and you are not what I mean is you are in the most important phase, the phase where compounding is being created. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anna. Yes. So Anna just talked about compounding takes time to show up. So yeah, like Anna mentioned, compound compounding is about being consistent, but many times those little consistency you don't see it at the beginning. Like it's showing up as a result, right? But that's what like she was also mentioning, that those compounding that you start at the beginning, those are the ones that you're building the roots underneath. So you don't see the tree on the top yet, but eventually you will start seeing the tree. So that's what she was talking about, the shift, you know. So when is the shift to start to happen? So um, compounding is the consistency, that it will take time to show up, but eventually you will see the results. It's just like in bank, when you have the interest, the little interest, it doesn't show at the beginning, but then at the end, you see the amount. So the same thing. Okay, so let's move on to the next point.
Yes. Patience. Patience is a performance skill. Patience isn't passive, it's a form of discipline. It's something you actively practice, especially when results don't show up right away. Research in performance psychology shows that people who can stay focused long term and delay gratification are more likely to achieve lasting success. To trusting the process looks like this: continuing even when things feel quiet, showing up even when no one is watching, and staying steady even when the emotions go up and down, depend on mood, and and that is not weakness, that is called real strength. That's all.
Thank you, Patsy. So yeah, so Patsy
Yeah.
just talked about patience is a performance skill. Yeah. So that's another example, about trusting the process when results feel slow. You start building that patience, that resilience, um, which, you're at the beginning, you're not seeing the results. So you're like, you have to learn to be patient. And that's not an easy thing. That's one of the first lessons that I learned on this business, patience. So patience will help you, to build that resilience uh, along the way. So even when you don't see the results. So, okay, so let's move on to the next point.
Okay, let's talk about something many people struggle with: slow progress. When results are slow, something else is forming your identity. Because the truth is, when results are not coming as fast as we expected, it can feel discouraging, stressful, overwhelming. It can feel like nothing is working. But what most people don't realize it is this: when results are slow, something deeper is actually being built. Your identity. Every time you slow, every time you show up, even when you don't feel like, every time you stay consistent, even when nobody is clapping for you, every time you keep learning, growing, and trying again, you are literally becoming a different person. And a neuroscientist science even support this. Repetition rewire your brain and reinforce behavioral pattern over time. So the more you take action, the more those actions become part of who you are, not just something you do. So this is not just about result. This is about becoming someone disciplined, someone resilient, someone who trusts themselves. And let me be honest with you, fast wins feel exciting, but they don't always last. They build slow win, they build something solid, something real, something that stays. Because when you grow slowly, you understand the process, you develop patience, you build confidence step by step. So instead of asking why it's taking so long, start asking who am I becoming through this process? Because at the end of the day, the goal is not just to win. The goal is to become the person who can keep winning. And that only comes through the slow, consistent journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Maimona. So yes, so Maimona just talk about slow progress builds strong identity. Yeah, so you start like Maimona just mentioned, because it's very slow. It's hard, like you start building that resilience, you start building that new identity of you, of be stronger to keep showing up even if you don't see results. So um, those small wins along the way, those feels excited. Um, but when you wins those slow wins, you feel proud of what you have achieved, because you see, that the moments are it's not going so fast, but you're building that identity, that resilience. It's part of the process of your journey, but once you understand that, it helps you to become the person, that will overcome any challenges, and even the endurance of the journey. So let's move on to the next point.
Thank you. Next point says, quitting too early is the real risk. Many people stop right before momentum builds. Maybe they are scared, they don't know what to do, they are doubting themselves. So quitting too early is the risk. You didn't do it, you didn't follow it. And research in habit formation shows that consistent repetition over extended period significant increases long-term retention and performance outcomes. The greatest breakthrough often comes after the longest quit season. What are we saying here? Quitting too early is often the biggest barrier between where you are now and where you are going to. You are just starting, you are quitting. When you quit, you can't even have any result. Growth takes time. If you want to grow, you want to achieve something, it takes time. It's not get rich quick. It's not getting to your climax quick. You need to be consistent on it, and patient need as well. Most breakthrough happen just after the point where many people give up. Is when something is getting too hard, you want to get to the main thing that you are doing. It might be too difficult for you. When the breakthrough is knocking at your door, it might be too difficult for you, but that time, keep pushing. Don't quit. Move ahead. When things feel slow for you or challenging, can see challenges on the road, maybe you don't know how to do it. Like this business, when I started it, I have a challenges there. I was like, am I going to continue? I can't even do art. No way for me to do art. That even now make me to use to one marketing, because for almost a year they didn't allow me to go. I was like, what am I going to do? The people I know, they tried to help me. We couldn't do anything before I even get to know Miss Sandy. I don't know what to do, so I was just doing my own marketing. I did not quit. I found alternative way to move ahead, because I know my dream, I know where I'm going to, and I've not achieved my goal. I look for another alternative that will make me to go forward. It doesn't mean it is not working when you are facing challenges. That doesn't mean it's not working for you or this business is not working. Then I didn't think that it's not working, because I see people that are having results. And I know that this business is real. It's me, maybe I'm still missing it somewhere, or I need to do something that I've not been able to do. I did not quit. It means you are in process, you are in a progress or what you are going to achieve. So keep showing up, adjust when needed. When you need to show up, just show up. Even when you don't see anybody, show up. When people are not clapping for you, show up. Just continue. You know where you start your business. You know where you are going to. Maybe you want to stop working every day. Maybe you want to stop working three jobs together. Your goal will make you to move forward. You are not going to quit. Keep showing up, adjust when there is need to be, but don't abandon the journey too soon. You just started 1 month, 1 year, you say, because I'm not seeing results, I'm going to abandon, I'm not doing it again. Some people, it is when they get to their 3 years when they started to see the result of this result. Even some people 5 years, but they have seen people that are doing it, that they're having results. So they know that they still need to work on themselves before they get result. So don't quit early. Don't abandon it. Keep pushing. Reach out to people that can give you, that can lead you. And the real risk is it failing? When you tell, the real risk is there, is failing to move forward. It is stopping before you are giving yourself a real chance to succeed. In anything that you are doing in life, when you start, not say because you are not making it, because you are not doing well, people around you are making it, you are not making it, you are going to quit. Don't quit. Quitting too early is the real risk. Your own prosperity might not be at the beginning. You might get it at the middle. Your own might be at the end before you get to the road. So don't quit early. Trusting the process means staying long enough to see the shift. That is, you stay long there. I want to see the end of this thing. I must see what is going on there. Sister Lagwaja is making it. My coach is making it. My mentor is making it. If they can make it, they don't have to head. I too, I should be able to make it. Maybe you need to do more research. You need to ask people's questions. You need to relate with people. Maybe you will be doing it alone. You will be doing it by yourself. You need to relate with people because this business, there's no way you can do it alone that you are going to succeed on it. You need people around you to go together. See us now this evening. We are together. It's not only one person. We gather ourselves together to run the business together. That's how we are doing it. And behind the screen as well, we do teach each other. How are you doing it? How are you processing this? That's how you can move on in this business. Quitting is too early. Quitting too early is the real risk. Don't quit in anything you are doing in life. It might be your academic, it might be the career, maybe you are learning something. If you are not getting it at the earlier stage, don't quit. Continue to pursue your goal, and you are going to reach your goal if you are not tired and you are not discouraged. Thank you. Hand over to Miss Sandy.
Thank you, Sister Justina. Yeah, so Sister Justina just talked about quitting too early is the real risk. Yeah, so many times, a lot of people quit just before, the breakthrough, like it was just on the other side. If they stick a little bit longer on their journey, they will see the breakthrough of the results. And we have seen so many stories of that. I mean, there's one that usually comes about the person who was looking for the gold and stopped just because he gave up, like he wasn't seeing, the gold. And then he sold it to somebody else who found somebody, and then they found the gold, like I think it was like 3 meters below. So that's just an example that if you quit too early, that's the real risk, because you won't be able to see, the results. So if you stick around and keep, pushing, keep being resilient, like all the points that we talked before, it will allow you to be able to see the breakthrough. But you have to keep on the journey. You have to understand that there is a process, and you're going to be able to do it. And well, sis Justina explained very well this point. So, okay, so let's find out what is our key takeaway. Anna?
Our key takeaway is if results feel slow right now, ask yourself, I'm building something sustainable or I'm expecting something instant. Slow doesn't mean stuck. Slow can mean solid. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. So yes, that's our key takeaway for this topic. And what is our message for the audience?
Comment trust if this resonated, or message us if you are committed to staying consistent even when progress feels quiet.
Yeah, so that's our message for the audience. So we have arrived to the end of our life. So we hope so that you learned, about trusting the process when results feel slow. And that's something that not only on our business, but also in life in general too. Many times, we are doing something, and we see that it's taking too long, and we decide like, okay, let's stop, let's give up. But if you stick longer, you will start seeing the results. Everything in life is, like what is valuable, it doesn't happen like that. It takes time. So even like if we go back to the tree, like planting the seed, it doesn't bloom right away. It takes time to grow. So the same thing. So we just have to have that patience, very important. Be resilient. And like the other point that Sis Maimuna talk about is building that new identity of becoming the new person through all this process. So we have touched a lot of things today about, not giving up, not quitting. Quitting is the risk, that's the real risk of not continuing to be able to see the results. So we hope so that you got enlightened, you learned something today. And like I say, you can apply this not only on the business but also in life in general. So, and if you have any other tips that you want to add, please put it in the comments. We'll be happy to read it. And if you want to learn, how you can be part of a global online community, and at the same time, building an online business, and creating that plan B and that extra side of income, and knowing that you're not going to be alone on this journey, like here, we're collaborating together, even though we're not financially attached, but we are learning as a global online community. So if you want to be part of that, where you get that support, here are 3 ways that you can get in touch with us. So you can either put in the comments more info, you can send us a private message, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have, or you can register directly into our websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch our free webinar. So we do have free webinars twice a week. So it's every Tuesdays and Thursdays in North America, and in the UK is Wednesdays and Fridays. So when you register into our website, you receive an email that will have 2 links. The first one is to register to the live webinar, so you can pick either day or both. Second link is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. So there you go. Oh, we do have a message here from Justina. So she says, quitting too early is the real risk. Success often comes to those who simply refuse to give up. And that's right. So we see that a lot. Yeah. In anything in life, doesn't have to be only business. It could be sports, it could be life in general. So yeah, so don't give up, don't quit, What is the name of that book that says about quitting? Do you guys know?
Is it Quitter Never?
I can't remember the name, but yeah, there's a book that says about that.
Yeah.
I know of one story, a very motivational speaker. A lady soldier become a pageant queen, and she fails 6 times, and the 7th time she don't quit. The 7th time she became a beauty queen. I should send that post to you. Very nice, very interesting, motivational speaker. He was. I don't know if you watched that or not, but it's so. I watched it this morning.
Yes, that's good.
So don't quit.
I remember the name of the book. Never Quit in a Bad Day. I think that's the name. I think
that's good. Yeah.
We could reach the goal, you're digging for gold. Remember the story? They're digging for gold, and then they were just inches away from the goal, and they stop. Don't quit. You could be digging next to the goal.
Yes, that's right.
It's a picture. Yeah.
Okay, so let's find out what is our topic for next Monday.
Okay, next Monday's topic is episode 35, Stay Committed When No One is Watching. Thank you.
Thank you, Maimuna. So yeah, so that's our topic for next Monday. So it's a powerful conversation about discipline, integrity, and building consistency beyond external validation. So that's a good one again, so don't miss it. And we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. So we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday, and a happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday, and a happy and blessed week ahead for everyone. So thank you again for being here with us today, and we'll see you again for the next episode of the Global Freedom
Conversation.
Talks.
Thank
you.
you. Thank you for
Bye for now.